And here we are. Welcome to our live from Sun River, Oregon. We are sitting outside feeling very grateful. The fires have been horrendous and the smoke has finally blown out and the air quality is good.
Good now.
Black Butte Ranch, we evacuated from there, a week ago.
Wednesday.
I'm sorry, on Wednesday. And everything is good there. So Carla and Lee can go back there tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're sitting here feeling very grateful, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful night here in Sun River.
It's just perfect out. 78 degrees.
And we are having a blood orange Moscow Mule.
It is so refreshing.
So good, very summery.
And we made it with bourbon.
Yeah, bourbon instead of vodka.
Very yummy.
So happy hour has begun. And we hope it has where you are. Let us know
Totally.
what you're having.
Exactly.
But welcome.
Indeed.
Oh, that breeze feels
so good. It does.
Mm.
Love being outdoors. Last night we had music on the lawn at the lodge. Really fun country band.
Nice.
That was fun.
That was really nice. Really fun.
Yeah.
Lots of little kids
Running
Oh my
around.
gosh, they were so cute.
dancing.
One was
Yes.
dancing with her dog. That poor dog.
Oh, that poor dog.
He's probably sore.
Really?
His poor
Just pulling on his
Front-
paws and
front paws being
oh my
yanked on
gosh.
for an hour.
Yes. Dear Lord.
Oh my gosh, I know. So
Oh my
funny.
gosh.
Poor baby's having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So tonight, Lee is going to first read the preface from his book, and from his memoir. And there's a bee. Go away! You weren't invited. He's gonna read the preface from his memoir, and then he's going to read a chapter about a typical day in the life of a quadriplegic. So I think it'll be very interesting. Yeah, and today is a typical day,
Huh?
actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Mike and Shelly are here for happy hours.
Oh, good. What are you guys having?
Let me guess.
Yeah.
Wine and beer.
That's right. Exactly. Well, this blood orange Moscow Mule, I highly recommend. So it's just lime juice, bourbon, and then blood orange ginger beer
That you pour on top.
that you put on
It's
top.
So good.
So good. So refreshing.
Yes. Very simple.
Yum.
Ooh, there's
So-
a big umbrella about to blow out of someone's yard over there.
Uh-oh. Don't come over
Just
here.
don't come over here.
They said absolutely.
But of course, I love it.
It's great.
Hey. So as you can see, you guys, we're sitting outside and the air quality is good. How's the air quality where you guys are? They're in Madras.
That's right.
Yeah, because it was really bad there the other day as well.
That's an hour
So hopefully it's
And that's an hour away
better.
from here.
away. North,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Stay
Yes.
safe.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Okay, so we're going to get started. Lee's going to first do the preface, and then he's going to read the chapter about a typical day as a quadriplegic.
So excited. All right, this is not the book that I thought I would actually write. It's not a medical guide, it's not a rehab manual or self-help book. It's a story of what happened after a split second on a polo field that changed everything. It's the story of a life as a quadriplegic, the survival, the loss, pain, some despair, a little bit of resilience, and the strange ways a life can be rebuilt after it's been shattered. After my injury, I searched for books written by people and for people living with spinal cord injuries. Many of them were inspiring and many focused on recovery, the adaptation, and the finding purpose in their new reality. And those stories mattered and I respect them, but they're really not the whole story. There were very few books that talked really openly about the darker realities of an injury like this. The humiliation of loss of independence, the loss of your identity, the inevitable collapse of certain relationships, dealing with chronic pain, depression, loneliness, and the moments when simply making it through another day feels like a victory. I wanted to write the book that I couldn't find. Before January 2020, I'd spent decades building a life. I was a facial plastic surgeon, a husband, a father, and a passionate polo player. I valued independence, achievement, self-reliance. Like most people, I assumed that those things would always be there. Then, in less than a second, they were all
Page turner.
gone.
Oh, it's just one side. Okay, good.
What followed was not a single battle, but a series of them. Of course, there were the hospitals, surgeries, rehabilitation, and the endless process of learning how to live in a new body that no longer follows your commands. Although much of this story unfolds chronologically, some parts are organized by theme rather than time. Chronic pain, rehabilitation, caregiving, accessibility of travel, and many of the challenges of living with a spinal cord injury evolved over months and years, and they overlapped with one another. So telling these stories and experiences together paints a more complete picture than a strictly chronological account ever could. There were setbacks I never saw coming, and losses that hurt more than just the physical injury itself. Some chapters of this story are difficult to tell. Others would have seemed impossible to believe had I not actually lived them. The book doesn't offer any easy answers, and it doesn't pretend that every hardship arrives with a hidden blessing. Sometimes tragedy is just simply tragedy. Sometimes courage looks less like a triumph and more like just enduring another day when you would rather quit. Yet, this isn't a story about giving up. Along the way, I discovered that even after the foundations of a life have been destroyed, something new can still be built. Not the life I planned, nor the life that I wanted, but a life worth living nonetheless. The pages that follow hold the best and worst years of my life. They contain mistakes, anger, grief, some dark humor, friendship, betrayal, unexpected kindness, and the people who helped carry me when I could no longer carry myself. Most of all, they contain the truth as I experienced it. The accident lasted less than a second. The rest is this book. So, we've read, I don't know, 6-8 weeks, 6-8 chapters,
9,
maybe
more than
9
that.
chapters.
9.
And it's been interesting. It's been weirdly cathartic. And some, like I say, harder to look back and dig up all these memories and then recount them in a way that people actually understand or want to read. So,
Well,
can you expand that out a
yes.
little bit?
Susan Turner Mahoney says, "Love you, Gavin and family."
Oh,
Hmm.
do I know her?
Well, they love you.
Do you know her?
I don't know.
Well, I hope
Thank you.
I hope somebody loves me.
They
and
do.
us.
We do. We appreciate your
Thank you.
honesty. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
So, this chapter, we haven't really named the chapters yet. They all have certain themes. This one came to me maybe a week or two ago as we were, looking through and editing what's been written already. But I hadn't actually gone over in excruciating detail a 24-hour day, typical day. Every day's a little different. With travel, things change. With doctor's appointments, the whole schedules are just off kilter and that sort of thing. But this, as I have read through, pretty close to a day in the life. Some of it's going to be kind of gross. So
Warning.
avert your eyes and your ears.
But if you like the gritty details, get in here and stay tuned.
Yes.
Oh, and it's great to have Avery back.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
I'm feeling better, you guys.
So she'll be reading basically along the way with this TikTok Live. You can type. You know more about this.
Oh,
Tell
you
tell
can
the
type in
people.
questions or comments in the where it says comments, and what are you doing?
Getting a hat.
Oh, getting a hat.
Speaking
Yes,
on me.
totally. Don't want to get sunburn, that's for sure.
Don't want my derm watching that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Taylor said, I'll pass. Thank you.
Somebody else can tell you all about it.
Yeah,
that's
right?
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We'll have a redacted chapter at some point.
But yeah, you can
I love
ask
it.
or put questions in the comments, or leave comments, and then Avery, as we're going along, if she sees a question that you can just kind of pause and let Lee answer it.
Sure.
Oh,
I'm
cute.
borrowing your
Hey, that's
cowboy
my
hat. I
hat.
know.
Yeah.
That's
You
cute.
have my top on.
Hey, you're right.
So,
So
now
there.
we're even.
Nice being twins.
I
We
was
can
just-
share things.
Perks of being a
We're
twin.
we're so lucky.
I was-
Okay,
Um,
that's better.
I wasn't going to tell you, but I'm wearing your underwear.
Nick asks, looks relaxing. Where are you?
We're in Sun River, Oregon. It's so beautiful here. This is our happy place.
It's not happy place.
Central Oregon.
Central Oregon. Yeah, Central Oregon.
Not in the valley where Portland, Eugene,
Right.
all those rainy, cold.
We're in the
Right.
desert.
Yep.
We're in high desert.
high
Yeah, he said gorgeous.
Yeah. Aw, thank you. You mean me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Well, if you
gorgeous
mean
here.
her, then you mean you and you, because they're identical twins.
That's right.
Yeah, someone said Sun River is a beautiful community. And
It is.
It is.
agreed. How long have you guys lived here?
Carla, go ahead and.
Let's see. We've lived here because Kathy and I own this house together.
In Sun River. And then,
I've had this house for 10 years, and you bought in, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you own
Yeah.
a home in Black Butte Ranch, which is about an hour from here,
Right.
near Sisters, Oregon. And you've
And
had
it's
that house
beautiful, too.
forever.
Yes.
It's
So,
beautiful too.
that's where we typically film from, is in
Yes.
the living room of the Black Butte Ranch house. But since we evacuated on Wednesday, we came over to Sun River, and they can go back now. The fires have blown the other way,
Gone
thank
away,
goodness.
yeah.
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 So
Got close.
Thankfully, it got close.
got too
Scary.
close.
yes.
4 miles away, there was that massive
Yeah.
fire.
Oh,
It's actually the biggest, most intense fire in the United States right now.
Yeah.
There are firefighters from
Coming from
Australia,
all over the
from
world.
California,
Coming
from all over.
world.
Yeah,
Thank you
Yeah,
to
thank
our
you.
firefighters
Yes.
out there.
No kidding.
for sure.
5% contained.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Nick also said Oregon wine is very underrated, which is true.
We
That's-
love
that's
Oregon
so funny.
wines.
We
Yes.
do.
But I know what he means. Like the Pinot Noirs are so overpriced.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think. Anyway,
Yeah.
But they
But
are
yeah.
good.
back to your
I don't know.
Okay.
I'd rather
I just
talk
said
about wine and
Yeah.
Sun
Yeah,
River
thanks,
and-
guys.
Oh, that
Super
food
fun.
smells So good.
Yeah.
all right.
That's okay.
Well,
All right,
you
here we
guys
go.
are ready. We're giving you a chance to bug out.
Please don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
it is.
Anyway, Okay, a typical day for somebody with a diagnosis of quadriplegia will include probably most or part or some of all of what I'm describing. I'm going to start at an arbitrarily picked time for the beginning of the day, and that's 6 a.m. and it's going to be followed by 24 hours. So 6 a.m. is when the nighttime caregiver comes down from where she's been intermittently sleeping and does what we call a last turn. So I turn every hour or two just for pressure sore issues, that sort of thing. But their shift ends at 6 a.m. The turn in the bed begins with removing a back pillow, shoved actually behind my back, and it allows me to then temporarily lay flat on the back. Because of inability to actively rub sleep from his eyes, makes wiping them and the rest of the face important. Each arm is individually grabbed by the hand and stretched over the head for a minute or two on each side. As they've been sitting in one position for at least an hour, it can be as long as 4 hours. The stiffness is moderated by doing this stretching. So from 6 a.m. until approximately 7:30 or so, he tries to get in an hour of sleep or so. If not, it's just another hour and a half dreading everything that happens next. After stretching, he's turned back over on to his left side, and the pillow adjusted and arms placed back into position, and a flexible water straw is placed where it can be reached without having to grab for it. The next shift for caregivers starts at 9 a.m. And during the approximate hour and a half before that, and after Carla makes her coffee, the head of the bed is raised after placing him back on his back, and another round of stretching of the arms is done. When the caregiver comes in, Lee is dragged by his feet to the edge of the bed, and standing and twisting with assistance from the caregiver, he's placed onto a commode chair. And if you don't know what that is, it's a chair that has a big hole in the bottom of it, and it allows, obviously,
It's a toilet.
Bowel movements.
Yeah.
bodily functions to
Yeah.
happen. So the
What do you
chair
call
is
those,
wheeled
Ben?
into the bathroom, and typically, and here's where it gets kind of gross, 3 laxative suppositories are shoved up his butt. Despite diminished sensation below the neck, this is typically painful. He's then wheeled over the toilet, and the waiting game starts in hopes of initiating a bowel movement. It takes a minimum of 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, for this to happen. And once or twice a week, there's actually no result. 2 days in a row is not unusual, but if it goes 3 or more days, then an evening laxative is given the night before. This is one area that has actually improved since the early days after the injury. It was found that adding a fiber supplement called psyllium, mixed in juice made for things to make it more regular. As before, this is where multiple weeks during the week, okay, it was a run-on sentence. We still have editing to do there.
Yeah.
Bottom line is that before we started doing this, my body and the neurogenic bowel that occurs below the injury made for every week having at least a couple of what I would call severe GI episodes. This is basically a severe episode of diarrhea that is unpredictable and embarrassing and never convenient.
Someone asked,
Yeah.
how much lorazepam does this? Does that make?
Does a lorazepam do this? No, lorazepam is Ativan, which is it's an anxiolytic. It decreases patients' anxiety levels.
Okay, yeah.
No, the names of the laxatives are the big one is Dulcolax. The smaller ones we give every night, just a very mild one. What's that called?
Senna.
That one's is that one a softener though?
Softener? No, it's more like just
Get
a
things moving.
gentle
Okay.
sort of
Okay.
prod
Okay.
to kind of keep things moving.
If you've had a colonoscopy, you've more than likely taken Dulcolax.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's what they use now for their prep. So
Okay.
that gives you an idea of how it works.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And you better have had your colonoscopy.
Key, by the way.
Yeah. The Senna is a gentle prod. The Dulcolax is like
It's
a cattle
more-
prod.
There you go.
And it just like blows everything
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah, basically, yeah.
luckily,
Yeah.
don't have to go in there and dig around. So
I
well,
moved it a
that
little bit to
that
December.
occasionally happens.
And
That's
December.
always. Okay. So everybody mixed produced severe episodes. It used to be this time sitting on the toilet used to be time to reflect on any important previous day's emails, getting in a little bit of daily news on the phone, checking the weather, that type of thing. Whether there's been any movement over that hour, there's just a slight miss here.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
We read it.
Okay, that's okay. Whether there's been any movement or not, a gloved finger is then used to stimulate the rectal muscles that can start a reflex that possibly gets things to move down if it hasn't already. Shower days are approximately twice a week, and not much more frequent than that because the injury results in no sweating from the neck down. So there's at least one positive thing resulting from all this, and that is spending less on antiperspirant spray. A shower begins with rolling from the toilet into a large tiled shower, and using the shower wand, a manual shave is done, which takes a moderate amount of training as women are not accustomed to shaving an extremely dense beard, and they're usually timid when they first start. If the stroke isn't firm and continuous in its length, it results in nicks and cuts. Luckily, my caregivers are quick learners.
Yes, they are.
Yes. Luckily, the commode chair tilts back, and a removable headrest that's put in before the shower gives at least some ability to lean back for a shampoo. None of this is relaxing at all. When the shower water is not being sprayed, the skin rapidly cools, which results in increased pain and spasticity and increased stiffness. After washing everything, shampooing, he's dried off, and a large bath towel is removed from a towel warmer. This is actually the only thing that can be considered enjoyable. After that, blow drying the hair and putting in small amount of hair gel, the commode is then taken back to the master bedroom, and he's flopped back on his back, which is being which being on the bed allows for the caregiver to place disposable briefs and his jeans with a belt and socks. Because of his injury and its effect on bladder function, his night bag, which collects evening urine output, is changed to a smaller day bag that is strapped to one of his legs. This catheter comes out from what's called a suprapubic site, which, when the bladder doesn't work well, they place a permanent catheter just above the pubic bone, and that stays in forever and is just drains into bags, whether it be night bags or day bags. The day bag is periodically emptied throughout the day, as it's much smaller than the night bag. Once completed with this, he's then lifted into his power chair, which for the next 10 or 12 hours will be the only way of moving around and having the ability to sit up. Carla generally picks out a long sleeve shirt, preferably a Western style that has pearl snaps instead of buttons.
Just
He
easier.
usually wears long sleeve shirts, as the atrophy and the skin that's dry from lack of sweating is a rather, what I call, disgusting and unattractive look.
Trust us, it's not that
Right.
bad.
No.
Well, you don't have to live with it 24 hours a day.
Uh,
Anyway, they dress me appropriately.
yes.
So after this, exiting the bedroom, he goes to the kitchen, which starts the next phase of the morning. A small amount of breakfast, usually leftovers from the night before,
Or a Pop-Tart.
or a Pop-Tart when I'm not
This is
Whenever
true.
you're hungry.
hungry.
And a
Unfrosted.
glass of milk.
Unfrosted, yeah.
Unfrosted,
Unfrosted, yeah.
always. That's right. All this is prepared by the caregiver. On non-showering days, Carla then uses an electric razor, and then with a lot of help, he brushes his teeth. This has become much more difficult over the years or so, as continued weakening has all but eliminated his grip strength. There are often emails or phone calls that need to be addressed, and after an hour or so, it takes care of that. The next phase of a usual day is the most dreaded one, and so starts physical therapy. It's not uncommon to start this part of the day at about noon. The garage in the house has been repurposed into a physical therapy room with a large padded table, a leg press, a cable machine to use for upper arm exercises, and just recently a new piece of equipment called a tram, T-R-A-M, which allows for,
Sprinklers.
Oh, sorry.
yeah, we're not in the
Oh, we're not
direct,
gonna get wet. No,
we're
just
not in
kidding.
direct line. This new equipment allows me to be unweighted, and
really
it's
cool.
used
It's so cool.
for cadence and stepping and walking, that sort of thing. After about 30 minutes of aggressive stretching and an hour of assisted squats, leg press routines, and exercises for arms and shoulders is done, often taking an hour or more. The tram is a recent addition, and after strapping him into this rolling adjustable contraption, allows him to be upright and work on step cadence, and all the while being or having his arms and torso unweighted. All of these exercises are painful, and nothing that any normal person would consider fun in any way. The physical therapy lasts usually 2 to 2.5 hours, and it's followed by more aggressive stretching and deep massaging of the shoulder and neck area. All of this lasts until around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This whole routine is done 7 days a week, whether he feels like it or not, which has been mentioned before, but is never looked forward to. It's at this point in the afternoon that the routine is less of a routine, as normal life things need to be taken care of, including going through more mail, shopping in town, checking on medication refills, doctor's appointments, etc. As the day progresses, pain and stiffness usually get worse, and especially when the day requires any time traveling in the van with its bumping and jostling ride. By late afternoon, happy hour begins, one thing that deserves being discussed.
Bartender! Oh, sorry.
That's Kathy.
She's our resident one.
That's right.
Alcohol has pain relieving effects, especially when combined with other types of pain relievers. And as long as it's not overused, Lee has discovered that even when his arm pain ramps up by late afternoons on most days, a cocktail or two has usually a moderate calming effect. In contrast to most people, the television in the house is not on for the vast majority of the day. But at this time, before dinner, they'll often tune in to watch the local news prior to fixing dinner, and on other days, when the weather cooperates, like a day like today, they have happy hour on the back deck. And this is always a great distraction from the usual pain issue. Luckily, they have a couple of caregivers that enjoy packing everything up and heading into town for either dinner or sometimes a movie. Since everyone in the household enjoys listening to music, it's not unusual to occasionally take in a live performance of a local group at one of the local watering holes. Although totally exhausting, these various activities offer distraction from the constant pain of the day. Most evenings' activities are normally fixing the dinners at home and often followed by catching up on national news that has been recorded, followed by an hour or two of a possible miniseries. All of the day's activities seem to culminate in him, quote, hitting the wall between 8 and 9 p.m., which is the routine time for the evening caregiver's shift to begin. At this point, it's a routine of taking the collection of nighttime meds. Because his strength is so diminished in the arms and hands, the caregiver needs to help hold the electric toothbrush, followed by a session of shoulder and arm stretching again, and some deep massage to the shoulder and neck muscles. His shirt is taken off while in the chair, and then with him helping as much as he can, he's transferred to the bed for the removal of his pants and the disposable brief that's worn throughout the day in case of a GI accident. The smaller daytime bag is connected to the suprapubic catheters, is changed out to a larger nighttime bag, and it's hung on the side of the bed. He's then positioned on his side on a special pillow, which has just the right firmness and is covered in a silk pillowcase. The bed consists of 2 sleep number mattresses, so the caller can adjust her head and foot to accommodate for sleeping positions. His side is a bit different, as just under the sheet is a type of mattress cover that continually inflates and deflates to help prevent pressure sores. Despite the daily vigilance of observing for this type of problem, One of these was discovered on his right heel about 4 months ago and is still not healed despite keeping shoes off, wrapping the feet in foam booties every night. Observing for these takes a bit of experience of recognizing the early signs of these, which is one of persistent pink or redness color in whatever area they're looking at. Anything that looks like this is tested for what's called blanching, which is a test of blood flow to that affected area. If pressed for a second or two and then lifting a finger, the normal tissue response would be for the area to return to normal color after just a few seconds when the blood returns. If it stays blanched, it's a sign that the underlying tissue is seriously compromised and needs immediate attention to prevent a permanent ulcer that may take months to happen and heal. Getting all of this nighttime routine done can take an hour to an hour and a half, at which time Carla comes back to bed and the lights are turned on. The following 8 to 10 hours would be considered a great night if he slept more than an hour or an hour and a half at a time. He usually wakes up about that time, often due to pain in the leg or the arm that he's laying on, and requires him to call the evening caregiver who has a bed upstairs. She comes down and pulls out the supporting pillows, turns them on his back to allow both arms to be stretched for about 5 minutes or so before being turned back over and again adjusting everything to allow him to potentially fall back asleep. This whole routine was done by Carla in the beginning years ago, but within months it took its toll on her sleep, not to mention the strength required for turning his 160-pound limp body at her advanced age.
Hey!
Oh, I know. It says,
muscles.
I just says, her in her
Ooh, guns.
60s. Check out the guns over there.
True that.
At the end of the evening shift, which is officially at 6 a.m., the last turn is done and hopefully another round of sleep occurs before the morning begins with the coffee in bed for a bit before the day shift person comes in at night. The constant battle of nighttime sleep is balanced with sleep medication and their possible residual effects during the daytime, which consists of excessive drowsiness. Almost every medication for sleep has the potential for addiction and the need for continually increasing dosages to get the same clinical effect. This balance is a knife's edge that is constantly needing to be tweaked. Since his surgery, he has never just slept all the night without medications.
Since its injury.
What did you say?
Surgery. He said since his surgery.
Well,
Anyway, yeah.
the surgery happened 12 hours after the injury.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I
close.
guess
Yeah.
that's- Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just saying it's 6.5 years
Yeah.
without medications.
Right,
I
right, right.
basically haven't had any sleep. But even with meds,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever slept all night.
No. Oh.
Which would kind of be a disaster
4 or
because
6 hours at the most.
It-
At the
Oh, I'd be
very
checking.
Very rarely.
Yeah.
if I woke
yeah.
up after sleeping 9 hours,
You'd be
my
a
arms and
mess,
legs would be
yeah.
so stiff you
Ugh.
probably wouldn't be able to move me.
Yeah.
And it would be painful
Mhm.
at the very least.
Yeah.
So
Terry
medications are important.
Terry said, "May God bless you all and your families on your continued journey in life."
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Somebody
Thank
else
you,
that
Terry.
cares.
Is that Terry Falcone?
I don't know. Oh, I bet it
Somebody.
is. Maybe.
Terry Davis.
Oh, no.
Terry Davis. Thank
And
you,
then
Terry.
Joe Q said earlier, "Looks like Moscow Mules are on the menu tonight."
Yes, they are.
Blood orange.
Joe.
And
Moscow Mule.
Yes.
that they do, cocktails do fix a lot of things.
As long as they're in moderation.
Yeah, yeah, of
Right.
course.
Moderation
Yeah.
is the key.
Yep.
He has to
I
drive.
might drive off a cliff or something. All right. Any more questions coming in?
Mm. I had a question. When someone or a caregiver like has to assist you, you know, with the intimate things, daily tasks, how do you keep your relationships from feeling like transactional?
Weird. I mean, like weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Or,
know, the caregivers
Good question.
are pretty much experienced in caregiving.
mm-hmm.
2 of our 3 right now are licensed CNAs, which is a certified nurse anesthetist.
Assistant.
Assistant, sorry.
Close enough.
Think it, you know.
My niece just became a CRNA, which is
Yeah.
a certified registered nurse anesthesiologist,
Wow.
which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
She was just bright as heck. Love her to death.
Paige said, "My favorite people, great looking family."
Coming tonight.
Yeah, see you later.
See you at night.
Everyone, have a good night.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But no, that's nice. It's nice that you're able to have care like that, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's
Very
not
blessed.
the usual.
Yeah, that's
When caregiving for quadriplegics is probably the biggest hassle, I would say. It just because I don't know, there's so many weird people out there. And
people are weird.
we've been through
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And now we have such good
more than
ones.
handfuls.
You know, you need to do a chapter about the weird caregiver, the worm guy, the oh god. I mean, there's
the
some.
gal who couldn't stand up.
I think it
and
is. I
step-
think we already read something
Did
about
we
that.
do
We
It
might
is
have.
in the chapter.
Of,
Yeah.
of all the weird ones.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
it's-
But now we have
we have the
the
perfect
perfect crew.
We do.
Yeah.
Even with one of them getting pregnant and having a baby,
Baby.
3 months ago.
How dare
Back
you?
last
She
night.
came back for the first time last night.
night.
And no hiccups at all.
Oh, yay.
Literally no
No
hiccups.
hiccups.
She would usually
Yeah,
come
'cause
in
usually
and
gets
Some have hiccups in the middle of the
that's
night.
right.
It always cracked me up.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny. Oh, Dave Dietz said, "That's such a beautiful setting. Love you all."
Oh,
Dave.
thank you,
Love
Dave.
you too.
we'll have
Love
you over
Yes.
at some
You and
point
Nancy.
again.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Get over here. Okay, what is something well-meaning friends and family or like strangers say to you to encourage you, but actually drive you nuts?
Ooh.
I would say just relax. Kind of an inside joke, but
Yeah.
people just assume that when you're sitting and semi-reclining like I am right now, that you're just having a comfortable
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon in front of the TV watching some football game.
Yeah.
And it's not that at all. It's a constant battle of trying to push the pain out of your consciousness so that you can talk with people
Yeah.
normally and have a normal conversation and do anything other than sit and dwell on it.
Mm-hmm. Think about it, talk about it, just
It's
stew in it.
just- Yeah, it's crazy. Any more?
Good, yeah. If you could sit with yourself pre-injury, what is the biggest misconception you had about life with a disability?
Well, you have to define disability
Mm.
because there's so many.
Yeah,
types.
yeah.
I think this one, quadriplegia, is probably the most severe. The level at where my injury is at is midway down the neck. So at least I don't have the issues that, say, somebody like Christopher Reeve had. His injury was really high, and it cut off the innervation to his diaphragm. which is the muscle underneath the lungs that contracts to inhale.
breathe.
And without the other muscles of the chest to help, literally had to be on a ventilator 24 hours, 24/7.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that, I think the one thing that would come with a complete injury like that is usually the absence of pain below the level of the injury.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with mine is that it's considered incomplete. And
Right.
so there's some innervation coming from everywhere below my neck, and those nerve signals are distorted.
That's a
oh
big
my
one.
God, that's a big detriment.
Wow. There's an airport here in Sun River. And
Yes.
they expanded the runway so these bigger private jets
can
in.
come in.
That thing was huge.
Whoa.
Is that ours?
Yeah,
That's
they're
our
waiting
zone
for
for
us, right?
I mean-
Taking us up. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, let's see, misconceptions would be, assuming, yeah, that people in a wheelchair such as this are sitting comfortably.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just,
Yeah, they assuming.
yep,
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
Mhm.
they come up and they touch you, they touch your arms.
Yeah.
You know, that reassuring pat on the upper arm, oh, how are you, or see you later, good seeing you, is
Right.
pretty excruciating.
Yeah.
But over the years, I've just gotten used to just not telling anybody. 'Cause
And what's interesting too is that people will come up and talk to me or Carla and not directly to Lee because they think because he's in a chair that he can't talk or
Right.
doesn't have a brain or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
A misconception that because you're in a chair, you can't communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it's rough.
Talking about like touch and stuff, how has the emotional weight of being touched changed for you?
The emotional weight
Yeah.
of being touched. Being touched everywhere below my upper shoulders is not pleasant at
Yeah.
all. So anything pleasant would be a touch or a rub on the shoulders, brushing my hair, wiping my eyes, you know, touching like just the tip of my nose right there. It was
Yeah.
itching,
Can't
and I
quite
can
get his
usually
hand.
get it,
Yeah.
but my
Sometimes
pain
you
is up
can't.
today,
Mm-hmm.
and it increases my tone,
So just make,
which makes
yeah.
doing things
Yeah.
difficult because everything just stiffens up.
Mm-hmm.
So I can usually touch my nose and my lowered eyelids when I'm relaxed, but right now,
Not so much.
Yeah.
not so much.
Okay. Well, last question. When someone puts this book down, what is the one raw truth about your daily reality that you hope they never forget?
That people who look as different as I do and stick out like a sore thumb in any social condition, whether it be at the airport, restaurant, or anything, that we're still human.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you can talk to me,
Yeah.
and I'll talk back,
Yeah.
so be careful what you say.
He's got a tongue.
Yeah. That'd be the biggest one.
Great
Yeah.
questions, you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank
Thank
you.
you for your
Real good.
interaction.
Wow.
Uh,
Great.
Yeah. Thank you, Lee, for sharing with
Thank
us.
you
Yeah.
guys for being around.
Yeah.
Onward and upward.
Upward and
We'll be
Good
back
evening.
next Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be
Yeah.
back.
Thank you guys
That's
for
my
joining.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.